Good, good evening, mom. So today I'm gonna explain my code and how I done it. So first, I installed JS. I know JS, so I go to site install Node.js and I go to command to check if it's uh if the Node.js is installed. And then the next, after confirm, I proceed to create first React project because I don't need to install base code because I already have it. So here I created the uh, React project. So this one by latest, and then it asked me for project name. So I put the name student and select a framework React, select a variant JavaScript, and then use AL length instead of OX length. Yes, I choose yes. Same with install with npm start now. Yes. So after it's installing, it give after the install is done, it gives me the local host, and then I try to run the development server here inside, and it's success. So after all the setup, I go for I do the first activity or first need to do, which is create a component displaying name, course, your level, and school, and it should be used props to pass information. So here in my VS Code, I since I created the project name student, I I open the folder student here in VS Code, and then after I open it has the public modules, etc. and the source. So here I created a file or component student JSX, this one. So inside this component, I have the function student props. So I name it student props. So it use the props to pass uh, to receive to receive pass the information. So here return, and it has the semi title, and then the name, the course, the year level, and school level. And then since I use props, so props name, props course, props year, props school. So after I created this component, I go to app.jsx, which is I import the student function or the component from student file. So this one, and then after importing here function app return date. So here that so this is just for naming semi-title that this is for React component activity. And then here I have student. So this student is the data of this component, which is this one student. And then the content of students have the value of name, the course, the year, and the school, which is for name, the Androhino, course-based information technology, year, particular school, St. Michael's College. So this data will pass to student component, this one. So this one will be Leandro Hino, this one will be BSIT, this one will be fourth year, this one will be St. Michael's College. So uh, that's how I done it. And then for the next need to do is create a React application containing school logo, student name, course, short biography, And the requirements is use at least three components, use props, and apply physics styling. So what I did is, uh, first is I have the PNG logo of SMC, and then I put the file to assets folder, this one. So here I have this SMC logo, and then since use at least three components, I created the folder components, and inside this folder I have the three components, which is the biography, logo. So in biography I have the function biography, and it use props to pass the data or receive the data. So it has the props bio dot bio. Same with the logo. So is for this is for image and the student info. Same with the student the first uh same with what I did earlier, the name and the course. And then in JSX I import the logo component function from components folder, and the logo name in the logo file name, which is this one. Same with student info. Same with also biography. I import the biography, and I import the logo from. So I also import the PNG that I put in assets folder. So that it has the content. So here I have the div last name card. So this is just for applying the applying the CSS. So here I have the semi title that this one that I this is for React application activity. So the first is the logo. So this is a function of logo, and contains the image equals logo, which is this one, the image from assets, and then the student info. So this is the data of the name in the first, then drawing noun and basic information technology. Same with biography. I am fourth year with information technology students for ages. Very trying hard to improve my skill, learn new things, and trying my best to secure my future. All this data of image, uh, data of student info and biography is sent to biography component, logo component, and student info. And I applied the basic styling CSS. So this is the apps app.css, which is this is the content, and app.jsx I import the app CSS. So this one. So this is the output. So this one is the first activity continuation. So the name course your level in school. So it display the name course you're in school, and then the next is this one, the create React application school logo student name course by short biography. So this one, the logo, the name, my course, and my biography with basic styling. So I center all the text or all the contents, especially with the logo, and I have the border, and also the border radius. So this is the output map. What I learned is that this This is really reusable because instead of each component has its value, if if the value is directly put in here I can just put in one file or in application so that if I need to change something, I don't need to find that component and change. So I can just I can just edit here in application file. So that's all now. Thank you.